Kadosh, Erev Tov, Kinyan Masechta. This is actually Shiur 65, where it's Masechet Taanit, Daf Yod Amud Aleph. Okay, we were talking about 10a1. We were just going to do a quick chazarah, that which we spoke about last class, which was yesterday, last night. And we said different psukim that has to do with about Eretz Yisrael, the praises of the land of Israel. And we said, Ten Rabbanan, we learned in a Braita, this is the first line, Yod Amud Aleph. Eretz Yisrael nivret tchila v'chol ha'olam kulo nivra levasof. Eretz Yisrael was first created, and then the entire world was created. Shneimar b'zeh pasuk, Ad lo asa eretz lechutzot. Right? We say Ad lo asa eretz lechutzot. Yeah, we say this all the time. Which means that he didn't do the eretz and then the chutzot. First came the Eretz Yisrael, and then afterwards the chutzot. Then it says Eretz Yisrael mashke ota HaKadosh Baruch Hu be'atzmo. V'chol ha'olam kulo al yedei shaliach. The next part is now that we're talking about the pasuk av anotem matar al pnei aretz v'sholeach mayim al pnei chutzot. It says that Eretz Yisrael, HaKadosh Baruch Hu bichodo ve'atzmo comes and he gives the drinking, the water to Eretz Yisrael. But the entire world is through a shaliach. But it says anotem matar al pnei aretz. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the one that's notem matar. But sholeach is shaliach, to a messenger. Al pnei chutzot. Next, Eretz Yisrael shotem migeshamim. Eretz Yisrael is drinking the waters of the migeshamim. Chololam kulo mitamtzit. It's from the leftovers of the migeshamim, of the rainwaters. Shneimar says in a pasuk, anoten matar al pnei aretz. So first of all is matar to the aretz, and then mayim. Mayim is the leftovers. It's like the concentrate, right? It's like the leftovers. Yeah. Eretz Yisrael shotat tchila. Eretz Yisrael first drinks, v'chol ha'olam kulo levasof, and then the entire world at the end. Shneimar hanoten matar al pnei aretz. So first it's Eretz Yisrael drinking, and then it's sholeach mayim al pnei chutzot. So all these things were things that we learned from the same pasuk. Hanoten matar. The first of all, it's HaKadosh Baruch Hu bichodo ve'atzmo. Everyone else in the doing Eretz Yisrael and all the rest of the world is through a shaliach. Number two, Eretz Yisrael gets matar. The rest of the world gets tamtzit. Number three, Eretz Yisrael first, and then the rest of the world second. It's like somebody that's fermenting the cheese. He's making cheese, so therefore he's going to take out the gvina, the cheese, and he's going to leave the psolet. Okay? Nekuda. Now we continued. Amar Mor. If you remember, we said that the waters become sweetened in the clouds. Menale. Mena, from where? Lay. Does he know this? Menale. The Amar Rabbi Yitzchak Bar Yosef, Amar Rabbi Yochanan, says Rabbi Yosef, name Rabbi Yochanan, K'tiv, it's written, Cheshchat Mayim Ave Shechakim. Uchtiv, and it's written, Chashrat Mayim Ave Shechakim. So you have a contradiction. One of them says Cheshchat, which is Choshech, so that the Choshech, meaning that the clouds become Choshech when there's so much rain, it becomes dark outside. And the other one, which is the Pasuk in Shmuel, says, Chashrat Mayim Ave Shechakim. What does that mean? That the waters become tied up together in the clouds, just like Ave Shechakim. So therefore, what is the explanation? Is it Chashrat with a resh or Cheshchat Choshech with a chaf? So the Gemara says, Shekol chaf, take the kaf, ushta a resh, you're going to throw it to the resh, ukri ben, you're going to read it, chachsherat, which is hachsharat, lachshir. Lachshir means to make it fit, to render it fit. Thank you. Okay, to prepare it. So says the Gemara, Rabbi Yoshua, and according to Rabbi Yoshua, remember that Rabbi Yoshua argued on Rabbi Eliezer. Rabbi Eliezer held that the waters come from down below, and then they come up to the shamayim, to the clouds. However, Rabbi Yoshua, he argues that he says, no, that the mayim, they don't come from the kianus, they come from the mayim elyonim. So what does he do with the two psukim of cheshchat and chashrat? Cheshchat and chashrat. So Savalak Yad Rav Dimi, so he holds that which Rav Dimi came and he said when he came from Eretz to Bavel Amar, Amni b'ma'arava, they say in Israel, Nahura naneh, if the clouds are very, very kalush, if they're very light, zirim muhi, there's not a lot of rain. But chashucha naneh, but if they're very dark, sadyan muhe, they have a lot of rain. So this they learn from the cheshchat mayim aveshachakim or chashrat mayim aveshachakim, which means from the fact that it's using two different terminologies about how the clouds are, it all depends. It's a siman how much rain is in the clouds. If there's a lot of rain, cheshchat mayim, choshech, right? If there's very little rain, chashrat. Okay, fine. Now we're continuing the next shiur. Keman azla ha detanya. Who does it go like this, which we taught? Which means we want to understand, we're going to learn something. And like, which one of the two Tanaim are we going like? Is it like Rabbi Yoshua or like Rabbi Eliezer? Ma'im Elyonim b'ma'amar hem truim. Which means the Ma'im Elyonim, the upper waters, right, are actually not hanging on anything. But rather, they are like we're going to call it like a brecha, like a swimming pool, which is talui in the avir. It's like hanging in the air. And therefore, the ma'amar of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, right, the word of HaKadosh Baruch Hu is holding it up. It's like, all of a sudden you come and you say, stop, and it stops midair. Yeah, and it's still right there. And all of a sudden, HaKadosh Baruch Hu just says, open, or down, or whatever you want to call it exactly. And all of a sudden, boom, it comes down. So the Gemara asks, who does this go like? Like which shita? Because at the end of the day, it sounds beautiful. Ma'im Elyonim, right? That the upper waters are tluim b'mamar. They're not being held by clouds or by nothing. It's mamash. It's like a pool, and it's just hanging there. And then HaKadosh Baruch Hu will come and just open up and just bring it down. So who does that go like? Uperotehen. Now the fruits of the Ma'im Elyonim is megeshamim, is the waters of rain. Shneimar, as it says in a pasuk, Mi peri ma'asecha tisba ha'aretz. What does that mean? David HaMelech called the rain, which is masbi'a et ha'aretz, pri ma'asav shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the fruits of the actions of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So when it says ma'aseh Hashem, this is hinting to the Ma'im Elyonim, which are teluim b'ma'amar, and therefore it's called the pri. It's called the fruits. So it comes out. What is this called? So come on, who should this go like? Like Rabbi Yoshua. Rabbi Yoshua said that the water that rains comes from the Ma'im Elyonim, not from the Mei HaKianus. So this should be like Rabbi Yoshua. Rabbi Eliezer. So what does Rabbi Eliezer then do? Because according to Rabbi Eliezer, it's also pasuk, right? So he comes and he says, Rabbi Eliezer, says no. That pasuk is referring to the Ma'aseh Yadav of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, which means the kavanat of the pasuk is that between all the actions of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, also water was created, which is masbi'a et ha'aretz. But it's not talking about a certain type of water that the mekor is the mekor of the geshamim. He's just saying water was created by HaKadosh Baruch Hu also. The aretz is going to be masbi'a. It's going to be satiated. From the fruits of your actions, that's about rain. The rain water was from the beginning already your creation. It's not that it's right now and it's coming to right until whatever it is, you understand? Something completely different. So now it says like this. It says, yeah. Amar Rabbi Yoshua Belevi, says Rabbi Yoshua Belevi, Kol ha'olam kulo mitamtzit, Gan Eden hu shoteh. What does that mean? The entire world is drinking from the leftover of the rain of Gan Eden. Why? It says in a pasuk, "V'nahar yotze me'eden lashkot et hagan, u'misham yipareh vayal arba rashim." So the beginning, he's mashkeh hanahar et Gan Eden, and afterwards it comes and it splits up to arba neharot, to 4 different rivers, to the rest of the world. And even the geshamim, it's the same thing. First it rains in Gan Eden, and then the rest of the world. Okay, that's what the Gemara says. Okay, very good. Tana, we also learned mitamtzit. Right? He comes and he says this, mitamtzit bet kur shotet tirkav. What does that mean? So he comes and he says this, from the leftovers of the water in the kelim, after they went and they gave to drink a bet kur is a certain size of a field, okay? Shotet tirkav, you could come and you could give to drink a field, like the water, you could use the water for a field for a tirkav, which is 1/60th of bet kur, which means it's already must speak the tamtzit mayim, which is left over, right, to give to the rest of the world. This is just like Rabbi Yoshua ben Levi, which means because the world is only 1/60th of Gan Eden. And since the world is only 1/60th of Gan Eden, so therefore from the tamtzit of a bet kur, from the leftovers of the bet kur, you're going to give to drink a tirkav, which is 1/60th of the bet kur. So therefore the world is 1/60th of Gan Eden. So therefore that's why it's leftovers. That's all we need. All we need is the leftovers. Okay, so with this we actually finish.